French President Emmanuel Macron is in Egypt today for talks on Gaza. He's calling for a new ceasefire and urging Israel to lift its blockade on humanitarian aid. Macron is meeting today with the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi before continuing those talks with Jordan's King Abdullah II. This all coming as Israel has renewed its offensive against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. We're going to talk more about this now with Angela Diffley. Angela, earlier there was a press conference that was given by Macron and the Egyptian president. A lot of focus there was on Gaza.
Yeah, and this trip comes ahead in June. There is to be a major conference on Gaza and on the two-state solution, basically, with Emmanuel Macron behind that and Mohammed bin Salman in Saudi Arabia. And they are behind that forum. Now, in order for any of that to take place, he needs to be aware of the positions of everybody. The Egyptians talk to Hamas. Egyptian intelligence talks to Hamas. He needs to know where Hamas are on this situation because, of course, France doesn't have any ties with Hamas, doesn't talk to Hamas. Interestingly as well, some French diplomats are behind the scenes speculating that in that June conference, it might be the time when France decides majorly to recognise a state of Palestine. We will see, but there is talk about that happening in June. Now, Macron was backing the plan put forward by the Egyptians, which replaces or is their version of Trump's plan where Gaza would be emptied out of most Palestinians and turned into a Riviera resort. The Egyptians came forward with a plan backed by the Arab League a couple of weeks back, which has some substance, but most importantly does not give clear answers to how would Hamas be removed and how would they be disarmed. This plan suggests the Palestinian Authority running Gaza afterwards. The Palestinian Authority, or the Fatah, the governing party in the West Bank under the Palestinian Authority, they had a civil war with Hamas between 2005, 2007. Relations are very bad. It's not clear how that would work at all, and nobody is going to want to really rebuild Gaza until that question is sorted out. The other area which was talked about this morning was the fact that Egypt has lost around $7 billion in business because of the Houthi group, which in solidarity, they say, with the Palestinians have been attacking ships going up the Red Sea and through the Suez Canal. That's led lots of shipping companies to decide to take a different route entirely. That has led to a lot of loss of business for the Egyptians. So that is something. Macron will also be visiting a key transit point for humanitarian aid. He's calling upon the Israelis to end the blockade, which when the ceasefire ended, there's no humanitarian aid getting into Gaza. You know, Macron doesn't have any leverage really over Netanyahu, but he's going there to draw attention to the humanitarian aid situation and to talk to some of the people working there and affected by it.
So lots of focus on Gaza today there in Egypt. But not only, there were also some trade deals talked about as well.
Yeah, this is also about bilateral ties, business and trade in a number of areas, really. First of all, France has given a €4 billion loan to Egypt. And then in other areas, we've heard that contracts have been signed on urban transport. That's an area where France is a world leader in that area. There's been a major contract signed on that. University partnerships and contracts to boost the learning of French in schools in Egypt. That's something that France is always very keen on. It increases its soft power around the world. On defence, 2 Rafale jets to go to Egypt now. And also in the area of renewable energy, hydrogen energy contract has been signed. And there's also been some health partnerships, including the French company Sanofi over cancer developments in cancer medication. So a lot of areas there covered in that trade partnership, which was already pretty strong and is always strengthened by this kind of a visit.